It was cool to get the recognition, Like I've been a great defender for years, so anytime you get recognition recognized by coaches or the media, the peers, whatever, it's really cool. Yeah, second team is cool. I was hoping I got first team. I thought I should have got first team, but second team was good, just as good.
Raise your hand, y'all.
Hey, raise your hand.
Hey, OG. Along with that, I remember before the year you kind of talked about not feeling recognized, in sort of defensive player of the year conversations or these all NBA defensive teams that a lot of recognition went to big men. Does this feel like finally validation or recognition, or would first team have, really solidified that feeling almost?
I mean, any recognition is good. First team, second team. There's a lot of great defenders in the league. So to be recognized as one of the 10 premier ones is really cool in itself. So just happy and just now just focused on the rest of the playoffs.
OG, just okay. I guess I can unmute for a second. Just can you, I guess, put into context what it's like to be, winning 10 games a row in the playoffs, especially at this level? I know when you were in Toronto, you were injured for that run. So what's it like to be part of this run, and what have you seen that's clicking at the time for this team?
And I think we're just in a really good rhythm right now, offensively and defensively. We're just playing the right way, getting stops, playing great team defense, and then great offense as well. So it's really cool to be a part of. It's special for sure.
Hey, OG. Mike was talking last night about the offense kind of working conceptually as opposed to more like based on specific sets where it's a little more read and react and a little more based on responding to how the defense is dealing with you. Is that a difficult thing to learn how to do? I know it's something that if you're used to playing a little more regimented, is that a difficult thing to kind of get accustomed to?
I mean, I think with everything, there's ups and downs. And I mean, throughout the regular season, I said, we had ups and downs, figuring it out, but I think it's been getting better and better as the years gone on. I think we're figuring it out and finding a nice rhythm the playoffs have been going on. So it's been getting better and better each day.
Hey, OG. Mike said last night for guys like you and Mikal that he doesn't call a lot of plays, that you have to kind of find your opportunities. Is it something, the way you guys are kind of almost seems like sometimes taking turns now in starring roles? Is that easy to do? Is it just reading the situation? Like, are you guys kind of different than you were mid-season in that regard?
Yeah, I mean, just do whatever it takes to win, Some games the ball finds you, some games it doesn't. But just knowing we have a team full of a lot of capable players, 1 through 17. We have a lot of talent. So just being ready whenever the opportunity comes.
OG, you've been Jalen's teammate now for a few years. Just how have you seen him evolve as a passer and a playmaker from the first day you got to New York to now?
I think he's always been good at it. He's always been able to read the floor and make decisions based on how the defense is guarding and just adjusting to the game as well. Like however the defense has changed throughout the game or who's guarding him or where the help's coming from, he's always reading and reacting. So I think, yeah, each year he's been getting better and better.
Couple more. Go ahead, Dan.
Uh, I'm going back to middle of January. You guys are the number one defense in the NBA, lowest points allowed per possession going back to the middle of January. Just what's gone into you guys coalescing on that end and being so successful?
I mean, I think just a collaborative effort of the coaches, like BOC and Erman, and then the players, taking pride, trying to get stops, playing for each other on defense, flying around, doing whatever it takes to win the games. We have a team full of a lot of great defenders, and that also helps.
Hey, OG, I got two for you. One is how much are you guys aware, if at all, about kind of the historical implications of what you guys are doing? Like the franchise hasn't been to the NBA Finals since 1999. They haven't won a championship since 1953. Does that at all register with you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think we know they haven't been to the finals since '99 and the championship drought too as well. I mean, yeah, I mean, our goal is to win, so
Mhm.
we're aware of it, but like it doesn't like I don't know, we're aware of it, but like, and we want to win, of course, but I don't think we're like stuck on it. Like our goal is just to win each and every game. So however long, if it was 6 years or 2 years or 20 years, like it doesn't matter. Our goal is to win.
And coming back from an injury when you haven't played a game in so long, how long does it take you typically? And you seem to have rediscovered your rhythm. How long does that take you typically to rediscover where you were at before?
Usually just a couple games, 2, 3, 4 games, just to get back in rhythm, get back used to having teammates and just figuring out spots. And then that's usually what it takes.
Next game is very important. No matter what's at stake, it's a chance for us to come together, be better than we were the game before, and continue to learn and try to be the best thing we can be.
Hey, Jalen, just as someone who kind of grew up in this, I mean, your dad was on that last team to get to the finals. How much are you thinking about that, or aware of that? Does that cross your mind at all right now? Where you guys are in history?
No, it doesn't really cross my mind at all right now. Just should really focus on tomorrow and cross that bridge when we get to it, honestly.
Jalen, one of the things that Mike talked about with the offense and how adaptable it's been is the idea that you're sort of playing more through concepts than sets. And I think that was something that we saw a lot from Indiana last year. I'm wondering, as you got kind of used to it, was that experience playing against Indiana anything that kind of worked through your head as you got onboarded to it?
Not necessarily. I think obviously us trying to figure out how we can be the best thing we can be, we needed to be able to adapt. And even though Indiana was really good at it, I don't think that I was necessarily thinking about that. Just more focused on how can we, win games. And then I think earlier in the playoffs, that to be able to adapt with that was needed. And knowing that we have that and that we can go back and forth with what style of offense we want to play. And I think we have the personnel and the character to do it.
Jalen, OG was just in here, and obviously he got second team all defense. He was saying, he feels like he should have been first, but any recognition is good recognition. He's never had a first team all defensive nominee in his career. He's had 2 second team honors. Are you surprised that he doesn't get the first team recognition like that, given how dominant he is and important for you guys on the defensive end?
I mean, yeah, he's well deserving of it. I just don't think that. Hmm. He's been tremendous, obviously defensively, and I think him being able to guard 1 through 5 on any given night is really been a big part of who we are and what we're allowed to do on defense because of him. And so, like you said, any publicity is good publicity, but obviously, I think he was well deserving of the first team.
Hey, Jalen, I know you said, you'll sort of deal with what the history would mean when you get there, but reaching the finals, how much or how long have you thought about doing that with the Knicks? That accomplishment. How much has that been on your mind since you got here?
Um, since I signed.
Does that mean you've thought about winning the Eastern Conference MVP?
No,
That's not on the goal list. Okay.
no, I have not thought about that.
All right. The fact that you guys are like seem to be peaking now, um, is that like just like catching lightning in a bottle, or was this something like you guys prepared to be peaking now, and it's just a culmination of the work that was being put in, and that was part of the plan and the goal, or is it just like, wow, we really fortunate to be playing our best right now?
I think it's a mixture of all of it, but I don't really want to consider us peaking at this moment. I still think we have a lot of work to do. Um, we us as a team, I've said this all year. We just want to get better every single day, and that includes the times that we're in the playoffs now, because there's still time to learn. There's still time to get better. Um, that's how I've always thought about it. I haven't really had the time to like kind of wonder where we are as a team. Of all I focus on is how can we get better from the day before.